Hey everybody, this is Gaynor Meilke with the Conscious Success Plan. Today I wanted to talk about the L in our life acronym, which is for love, and a few takeaways from the training that I've been doing in conscious coaching with Dr. Shefali. And she had a great excerpt from her couples lab that she does within her community. And I think she's doing it outside of her community as well with um, just some kind of rules of the road for healthier relationships. And one is just conflict in and of itself, and that ongoing conflict doesn't necessarily mean that the love is gone. It's that the safety is gone. And I thought that's a really important point because it also leads into then how people um, deflect or kind of go back into sometimes very unsuccessful patterns, interpersonal patterns. So, some thoughts around this would be um, she brings again into awareness the Gottman philosophy, which is well known as one of the best couples counseling frameworks, and the Four Horsemen of death of relationships. And that's oftentimes the um, communication style of people when people don't communicate or they communicate ineffectively. So there's that can lead to criticism, contempt, and then oftentimes defensiveness. If you can't look at your own part in a conflict, it takes two to tango and everything, even when it's perceived to be a right and a wrong side. And then really the stonewalling and silence, the silent treatment, which doesn't allow you to move forward and find a good solution. So those are things that can then lead into helplessness, into shame, guilt, and overwhelm, which are all very unbearable emotions that oftentimes will manifest themselves immediately into poor or adverse nervous system uh, reactions. And that's where you get people who are trying to self-protect and they don't know how to self-regulate in the face of conflict. So if you can keep your nervous system out of self-protection, Dr. Shefali says you have a better chance of being able to kind of feel safe and be able to stand down instead of escalating a conflict. So post um, conflict, another piece of this is that repair is really important and being able to say, I'm sorry that things got so hot between us, and I recognize my part and meet everything with a different energy. So kind of try to shift down instead of trying to kind of have agency on an upward level over somebody in an argument. And I think that's where the ego can really be problematic for people, and to try to go under instead of over. So to understand why somebody is so upset about something and try to calm down and be compassionate in your response. And then if you absolutely have to, if the situation is going to be continually escalated, maybe not by you, but by the other person, you also have the right to leave and just say, I can see you're really upset and angry right now. Nothing that I'm saying or doing seems to be helping to help you get more under control with this. So I'm going to leave, but I'll be back and we can discuss it then. So those are just some thoughts on, matching and trying to match energy with people can actually make things worse. So if you can downshift your own energy and try to remain calm, and remember that oftentimes what even feels personal is not personal, it's just a reflection of how the other person is feeling inside. So I thought those were some really good takeaways, and I really liked the idea of how important it is to keep your partner safe. And this works in all relationships too. If we don't feel safe, we're not going to be able to move forward together. And at the end of the day, it is important to have strong and long-term relationships, and whether that's through a marriage or through a partnership of love or something else, however that looks for you, these rules of the road, I think, can help everybody live better and love better in life and in the world as well. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, may you live in consciousness, peace, and contentment.